ready to go. As soon as we're set, I'm going to start, but I want everyone to have plenty of time to sanitize and so much more stuff to do now of like, how many times can I sanitize my hands, all the surfaces? Ready? And as you're doing this exercise that you know, you think about that connection of the spine of the scapula with that clavicle. All that dimensional space from front body to back body. There, good. The back. Okay. Rose gold, you go to the so from first, 5 and 6 and 7, 8. Half of the circular 4 and 3 and 2 come up through the middle and dim and stretch. Then you roll through and up. No worries like me. Grand plie, 1, 2, 3, 4, reverse the port de bras, 5, 6, 7, tendu the second. Continue where you left off in that circular, 4, back around, 3, 2, 1, and demi and stretch, demi roll through and up. Grand plie, 2, 3, 4, reverse the port de bras, 6, 7, and 8. Start over, 4, 3, 2, up, 1, and demi and stretch, demi roll through and stay, balance in third, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Continue the circular, 1, 2, back around, 3, 4, demi stretch, demi roll through. Let's take Susu, release down into the grand plie, 2, 3, 4, reverse 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go convert forward with flat back. I really want you to think about engaging all those lower fibers of the back muscles, and up and back, Susu. Repeat it, forward and back, balance and Susu. Stay. And half of the circular. And 4, 3. Should feel so good on your back. 2, and up. you want me to give you a verbal correction or a physical correction where I touch you?
Both.
Okay. Can you come around this way
Yes.
so people can see what I'm doing? So, face this way. So, you know how I was talking about the clavicle right here and the spine of the scapula right here and how they come together, right? So that V needs to keep its relationship, even if you're doing a really emotional, beautiful ground plie, which you like to do. I do too. So keep this relationship stays the same. This stays open the whole time, right? So don't let it go here and then it's coming back as it comes up, but don't let that shoulder roll in because you're tightening the pec is what we've learned in our class. So go ahead. And you can let the épaulement go. Don't get the arm behind your body though. Arm still in front of your body. And then come up. Yeah, and then you can add the épaulement to that. It can be like this whole beautiful, glorious thing, but I just don't want this moment in between of like this has to stay in its relationship. That if we're looking at a bird's eye view, that spine of the scapula and the clavicle keep that V going away from your ear, not letting the pec contract and going towards the floor. Okay. Oh, I have to use hand sanitizer. Wait. That's a new one too. Of like, sanitize your hands every time you touch something. Okay, so from fifth, we have 5 and a 6 and 7 arm up and out and in and in. Cheval de tendu and fifth, cheval de tendu plie and fifth. Same side and back. It goes out, change, out, and accent in. Cheval de tendu and the change, cheval de tendu plie and the change. To the back, in, out, and in, cheval, 5 and 6 and plie. Lift to 45, brush and 2 and 3 and 4. Continue dynamic balance, 5, 6, 7. So that leg is continuing to go higher at like somewhere right above 45 maybe, but not much higher than that. 6, 7, and 8. Reverse it. We have tendu out, in, out, accent in, and in. Cheval and tendu, and the fifth. Cheval plie, and the fifth. And side, change side, in and in, cheval, side, and change, cheval plie, close front, and out, in and in, cheval, cheval, lift the leg, brush back, brush front, back, front, lift, 6, 7, and 8. Let's do, I'd like to just go parallel over 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, back, plie, rapid, balance. Okay, so out, in and in, cheval to tendu plie. Same side, same back, brush, arabesque, and feet. Reverse it. Yeah, parallel, big, wide second over, rolling up through the spine, waking up those vertebrae. Plie, rapid on flat, plie, rapid on releve, balance. So we're good to go. Here we go. And out, in and in, cheval tendu, tendu plie, and side, change, out, in and in. Reach, close, and out. Can you make the plie more dynamic? Plie, yeah, Francesca, plie never stops. And 1. Plie. Parallel second over 1. Time roll, yeah. I wanted to give you some time there. And back. And up. 5, plie, 2, 3, 4,
4, right, flat. 6, nice, 7 and 8, plie, 4, 3, 2, 1, racket releve. Relax your bar hand clear. 5, think front of the pelvis, front of that pelvis, yep, Relax. All right, Jessica, can you show the cheval with no plie and then the cheval with plie? Maybe just wait, the whole sequence side. So out and out, in. 7 and 8, and out, in, cheval, 5, 6, big plie. Yeah, you see how nice that big plie is, right? Like it's this really, really generous release in the front of the ankle joint instead of like we've been talking about that a lot, of keeping the plie generous, dynamic, all the things. So think about that for your second side. Here we go. Relax. Counts plie. Oh, sorry, back. 2, 4, up, 6, 7, 8, plie, 4, 3, 2, 1, and wrap. Nice. 7, 8, plie, 4, 3, 2, 1, releve. 1. Almost up, rook. Yeah, good. Forward thoughts. Nice. Good go. And close it and relax. Dégagé front and 2, inside change on cloche front and back, quick, close back to the back and 2, inside change on cloche to the front and 4 front and 2 and 3 and 4, pirouette, stay, 6, 7 and 8 to the back and 2 and 3, 5th plie, pirouette on the dime, stay, 6, 7 and 8. Repeat the whole thing. So 2 to the front and 2 changing side on cloche front and back, and 4 to the back and 2 inside change and back and front, quick and 4 to the front and 3 and 2 plie, pirouette, 6, 7 close 5th back and the back and 2 and 3, 5th plie, on it on stay and 6. This one stays forever and ever. Amen. If you want to just do passe releve the first round, that's fine, and then add the pirouette the second round. Those of you at home, be careful. If you need to just do passe releve, that's great, whatever you need. But if you're welcome to go for pirouette both times. Okay.
At the very end, before and then the pirouette, is it outside like both times?
And then back to plie, go. Yeah. Anything else? All right, here we go. Inside change, front, back, mid to the back, inside change, and back, front, plie, everything was like so clean up until just then. Do you want me to say it again or go over it again? It's just translating it?
It's just a brain
Just
twister.
Got it.
I think the inside leg is like inside to, I just messed that up.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't really give inside leg a lot, so I'm trying to like give you new things. So I'm not as predictable to you.
Yeah.
Let's go other side. If you need a breathing break though, you're good. Looks like we're good. Okay.
Humid today.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh my God,
It's
heat.
so stuffy.
Well, you just like let me know. Just please remind me because, yeah, I'm not working out with you. Okay. All right, second side. Here we go. Nice use of the quarter round, right? Do that on flush. Good. I'd like to give that first side another round. Another try. Instead of repeating it, let's go, we'll just go on and on pirouette, day turning other side right away. Also, I'm watching the torso in a pirouette from fifth, and there's a lot of like movement in the shoulder area. So again, thinking about these lines melting away from your ears, and also not letting this get strange in first, right? Being really clear about how we pull it in. And then I'm also seeing a lot of people like, where's the bar, right? So try to finish the pirouette and then put your hand down. Because otherwise you're training yourself to go, right, looking for it. You don't want to train yourself to look for the bar. It's there, I promise. Okay, first side, just one through straight to the other side, and. Can you make the other flash a little sharper? Stop, 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 and one. It is too small for big clean breath. Stop. Good, Brittany, good. Other side, and one. Out of control. Whoa. Finish on that first side. Let's just move on. We'll have another shot. Okay, so facing the bar in first, we'll go 4 dégages in first, 4 closing front and front and front and front and first and first and first and first and back and back and back and back. First, fifth, first, fifth, first, fifth, first, close fifth, back, lunge, 2, 3, 4, up 5, 6, 7, 8. This is for those of you who like to do this. You know who you are. Yeah, so give me all that gorgeous lifting on that standing pelvis and keeping the knee looking side rather than at the floor as you go with the lunge. And now, another thing about the lunge is it's easier to think about the turnout on the way down, right? But you have to think about the turnout on the way up because you're using your glutes to bring your body weight up from nothing. Be careful. Yeah, so as you come up, really think about keeping this knee to the side, okay? So again, we have, I should do this, see me? 4 in first, 2 and 3 and 4, 4 closing front, 6 and 7, 8, 4 in first and 2 and 3 and 4, close back and 6 and 7, 8, close first and front, and first and back, and first and front, and first and back. Lunge 1, 2, 3, 4, up 5, 6, 7, 8. Repeat to the left. At the end of that, can we, let's roll through and balance in first, and then after we're there for a second, let's do that age-old weight shift that I like to do either with a flex foot or a pointed foot. You can kind of play with that as you wish, but just practicing, you know, the amount of energy and weight that has to go from one foot balancing to the other foot. So it's okay if you fall. I expect you to fall. We should kind of like calibrate where your balance is for today. Okay, here we go. From first and let's repeat. 6, 7, 8. Oh. Your weight on 2 feet before you start playing one. You're ready, go for it. Just a little bit more forward. Sit back, right? Take it a little bit more forward. There you go. Now you're gonna do it. It's crazy too how like, especially if you're like what Abby's doing, she went from one foot and then she stopped and then to shift, oh my God, to shift back to one foot, it's like all the power in your toes. Your toes have to do all the work rather than like playing off of the little bit of momentum, right, of like going from this side and then falling to the second side. Two very different approaches, two different goals. It's interesting. Okay. 4 count circular quarter bras, 7 and 8. Circular 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Susu développé front and 6. Brush through to attitude 7. Allongé 8. Come down. Rond de jambe à terre 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Rond de jambe as high as you can 6 and 7. Close 5th back. From there, you have your right foot closed back. You're going to develop a Susu, develop a front 2, 3, 4, attitude releve 6, 7, 8. Same side 2, 3, 4, attitude releve 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, attitude releve, planche 2, 3, 4, up 6, 7, 8. Reverse the whole thing from the top. Reverse circular 3, 2, 1. Susu, develop a back and 6. Oh my God, sorry. Through to attitude front 7, allongé 8. Reverse the port de bras and 2 and 3 and 4. Grand rond de jambe and 6 and 7. Close 5th front. Developé on releve 2, 3, 4. Fondu to arabesque. Same side. Fondu to releve. Same front. Fondu to releve. I'm going to give you planche back because it's February. Almost mid-February. 7. Brittany, do that again.
Oh my god, did you see that?
She makes it look so easy. Oh my god. Real casual, like.
That's like a reverse 6 o'clock. What the hell?
Yeah.
I
Really
think my
nice.
eyebrows just moved. I'm like,
My
I like thinking about getting
That's hilarious. I get a little weight. I was always like, is this feeling of like, oh, if I can do it. Yeah. At the end of that, let's take, I really like the forced arch move.
Oh,
That
yeah, it
punching
doesn't
too.
happen
It's
much.
like fully like bent on the bottom.
Why are we talking about it? We've been doing this for years. We all have, and we're finally talking.
It's really hard. Ballet is hard and no one cares. Isn't that the truth?
right.
Okay, so after we do reverse penché, Valentine's Day. After that, you come down from that penché. Let's just balance where that leg to the back and find attitude balance. And then let's take passe, develop the attitude to the front and balance there. We'll be like 16 counts in each position. Okay, old ladies. You are welcome. All right there?
Yeah, I just got really excited about my attitude and then it cramped a little bit.
Girl, you ain't a freshman.
21.
Wow, 21. Beginning again, I forgot. Absolutely. Yes. So circular 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Developé releve, front and 6. This is pretty quick. Balance word attitude 7. Allongé, come down 8. 4 rond de jambe à terre 2 and 3 and 4. Grand rond de jambe as high as you got 6, 7 and sous there. Yeah. Developé front 2, 3, 4. Attitude 6, 7, 8. Side 2, 3, 4. Fondue 6, 7, 8. Back 2, 3, 4. Fondue 6, 7, 8. That's right. Penché 6, 7, 8. Reverse the whole thing from the top, starting from 4 count circular, going backwards. Yeah. Developé, back, fondue, side, fondue, front, fondue, penché. Brush through the attitude back. We'll be there for about 16 counts, depending on how nice I feel like being. Passe, developé the attitude front, and stay. Arms of your choice for that.
What's the front attitude hold balance?
Yes, so 16-ish counts. I'll cue you for the attitude back. You'll find passe, trying not to use the bar, and then develop the attitude front and stay.
Not the bar.
I'm glad you clarified. I'm glad you asked. I think a lot of people weren't clear. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm here for. Yeah. Oh, no. Francesca's like, I can feel it already. Okay. All right, here we go. Three, 2, 1. Brush back. Want you to reach, reach, reach. Bring it down. 1. Nice connection, Francesca. Good. Nice. Develop it front. Arrive 2. Up. And 1. Upper back muscles. They connected to that first rocket jump. Really nice connection, you guys. Pretty. Wait for it. That standing side. Yeah. Stretch. That's it. Like someone's pushing that from your upper body. Yes, yes. Good. Okay, as promised, frappe stick. For time, we're gonna go frappe grand battement. 5 and 6 tendu side flex here. And a 1 and a 2 and a 3 to fit grand battement. You know this one, you've had me 85 billion times. And side and 2 and 3 to fit and side and change, side and change and back and 2 and 3 to fit 5, 6 grand battement and 8. Let's go grand battement back, side, front, close, fifth, détourné, other side, and front, and 3 and 2 and fifth, grand battement, and 6, grand battement, and 8, flex, side, and 2, and quick, close, back, side, closing front, and side, closing back, and 1, and 2, and quick, close, fifth, grand battement, and 6, grand battement, and 8, 1 back, 1 side, 1 front, close, fifth, and finish on that first side. Okay, here we go. And we're getting off the bar. And that you're missing. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 close this, and the arm arrives to the left, and 6 and 7 and 8. It's tempting because you're thinking about the timing of the front pace probably. 1, 2, 1, 2, 5th, and then you're like, oh yeah, right? So 1, 7 and 8 and 5 and 6, yeah. Anticipate that. Here we go, second side. Nice breath. Good work. Let's take your bars away. And after you move your bar, please use hand sanitizer. Take a 4-minute break and then we'll come back. Okay, so from 5th, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Time each side. 5th, plie, releve, and close front. And 5 and 6. Pirouette. Close front. Last time, 1 and 2, pirouette, land in a big, beautiful, open 4. Cut, tombe, pas de bourrée, 5th, tombe, pas de bourrée, land on place to start left. And 1 and 2, balance 3 and 4, 1 and 2, pirouette, close front. 1 and 2, pirouette, beautiful 4. Cut, was that right?
Yeah.
Cut 1 and 6, thank you, 7 and 8. So it goes towards the front leg. Cut. Seems pretty clear, right? How about we do a round of like single pirouettes, and then we'll take a rest, and then we'll come back and do a round of multiple pirouettes, however many you want to build. Okay? All right. Come forward, take up this little space, Bailey. Here we go. Sorry. Okay, let's rest. Okay, so here's what I'm seeing on the pirouettes. I'm seeing a bunch of weird, like we're here, but we're not thinking about this being open, right? So this is happening again. We're taking all of our stress about what's coming in the turn. Can you keep all of this open even as you pull this in? So, yeah, nice, Brenna. So there's a relationship, and what's tempting is to have this little roll forward as you pull the arms into first, which is going to alter your center of gravity. Right? So can you keep it just really straightforward? And I'm picturing what I look like from above and keeping these melting away from my ears, and I'm going for it. And I'm keeping that integrity of that shoulder line as I go for the turn. Better for me. That's right. Yeah. Oh, but the wind up. Yeah. You know better. Let's change lines. Let's start left. Here we go. So we'll do 7 and 8. Balance, say right and up, left. Waltz, turn 3, waltz, turn 4. Arms come together on the turnaround. Tombe, pas de bourrée, 4. Pirouette onto your 7, land 8. Tombe, and prepare. On the done, sit, susu, stay 5 and 6. It's harder than it looks. Chassé, chané, 7 and 8.
I haven't done chalets in so long.
Yeah? Isn't it funny how there's like steps you don't get to do that much? So then on the repeat, it'll look slightly different. So I'm going to do part B now. So right and left, waltz, turn 3, waltz, turn 4. Tombe, primary, 4th, pirouette, land 4, 1, and 2. Attitude turn, 3. We worked so hard on that A1J bar, 4, 5, tombe, 6, chassé, chané, 7, and 8. Yeah? So the first round is tombe, pas de bourrée, 4, pirouette, on it on, 4, 5, 6, chassé, chané, and 7, 8. Yeah? The change for second part, pirouette, tendu, attitude turn, hold that A1J, big generous dynamic plie, failli, tombe, coupe through, chassé, 7 and 8. Yeah. Yeah, so it's really shouldery. So it's 1 and up, 2, and this is just a waltz turn, I'm holding it, 4 and up. Pirouette, 7. A little more style. Do you want to work with music first? Okay. Oh, character class. This is like the most character I get. Usually it's just a stylistic arm. Yeah, it's hard. Get ready. Anything else for me?
Do you hold this for an extra long time?
The same amount of time. Pirouette 7, land 8, tendu 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, tombe coupe 6, chassé 7 and 8. So it's the chané is always on 7 and 8. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna do 3, 2, and 3 as usual for space. Who wants to go first group? 1, 2, that's a 3. Here we go. And go. And 1. making the arms to fit for that on turn, I'm getting, again, this bird's eye view of all this coming up with it. Right, so again, keeping that negative space between the elbow and the ear, but also feeling that this has to remain in this open relationship as I bring my arms up. So really, I'm really using more of my lats. Yes, right, that's much more placed that way. Everyone come out and just try that for a second. Better, Brian, that's it. Thinking about that clavicle to spine of the scapula relationship. Not losing that. Better, Francesca, that's right. Nice. Where are you spotting? Yes. You're using levator scapulae. Too much, Abby, so. It feels like, you know how I've given in the past like the visual of flipping like a coin, but I want you to flip like this is really wide, right? Which is also a different kind of force. Like when all this in the top is really wide and expansive, it flips in a more clean way as opposed to kind of like getting small and trying to get like this. We're staying big up top, and I'm using all of my back muscles that we've been working on our back day. Keep working. Not letting the shoulders roll forward. Oh, as much as possible. All right, let's go left. I think we're ready to do that. Okay, first three. Here we go. People on Zoom, you can plank or do abs, whatever's projected for you, okay? I know you have some limitations. All right, now. And the first and change, and the first and change, changement, 7, and the first and change, and first and change, 3, 2, 1. That's the answer. Okay. So to the screen here, we have and first and fifth, and first and fifth, changement, 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 and first and fifth, and first and fifth, 3 changement, hold 8. Repeat first and change, and first and change, 4 changement, and first and change, and first and change, 3 changement. Okay? I have music for you today. Let me just hear it really quick. Yep, okay. It's a tiny bit slow on purpose, okay? So be prepared, dynamic plie, don't get stuck in it. Here we go. Allegro. It's not as crazy as the last one. So from fifth, we have a 1, 2, 0, 8. We have Entrechef 3, pas de deux, fifth, changement, changement, again 1, and a change, changement, changement, si son fermé, piqué arabesque, it feels weird, piqué arabesque, failli, glissade assemblée right, glissade assemblée left. That's it for today. There's more, there's like a part B that I'm gonna give you over the next couple weeks, but today is just part A. We go over that, especially for people who couldn't see me on the screen. We have 7 and 8. Entrechef 3, pas de deux, change, changement, changement. Again 1 and a 6, changement, changement. 6 son, piqué, arabesque, failli, glissade assemblée, and 3, pas de deux, fifth, changement, changement. A 3, pas de deux, fifth, changement, changement. 6 son, piqué, arabesque, failli, glissade assemblée, I'm having marking music. Questions? Okay, let's go first line. We'll go right, left. Second line, you'll go right, left. And we're just gonna breathe, see how we feel. Okay, so start upstage. Here we go. Nice, big, good. Next, group 1. Timing. Breathe. That's really good. Once you think about your arms on Entrechef 3, a lot of us aren't thinking about them at all. Right? So you start on Foss, and as you, well, there's all sorts of theories about like when you jump to land a schwa, you're landing in the croisé line. I care less about that. You can keep it on Foss for that. But what I really want, 7 and 8 and a 1. So there's this relationship, 2 and 7 and 8, and a 1 pas de bas, arms down, changement, changement. So as I'm going a 1, so it comes up through first and then opens and landing for both. Yeah. So 7 and 8, and a 1 and the 2, arms down, through first 1 and the 2, arms down, yeah? Some is really hard at this tempo, so make it small. And then the assemblée is really hard, so you need to land in fifth faster. If you hit fifth faster, you'll be more on time, because I know that we're struggling for that assemblée at the very end. We have 6 minutes. Let's go one more time. First group. Starting to the right. Better. Faster to fifth. Good. Down. 7, plie 8. C-zone 1, C-zone 2, C-zone du coupe derrière. Attitude, failli. Tombe, pas de brique, glissade, pas de chat, vert. Tombe, coupe, saute, arms and curve. Run, run, entrelace, run, entrelace. Run around yourself, facing up stage, 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to really stick it on 4. Tombe, pas de barre, glissade. Arms of your choice for that soda shot. First, third, fifth, both. Okay, let's go again. 7 plie, and C-sew, and 3 failli. Tombe, pas de barre, glissade, pas de shot. Tombe, coupe, 1, and step, entrelace, step, entrelace. You have to kind of book it. Keep turning towards your left shoulder. 6 and 7. You might be a little dizzy. Do it anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 12 turns of your choice, whether it's fuetes, second, fuetes changing corners, walls, whatever. Last 4 counts. Tombe, pas de barre, glissade, soda shot, answer your choice. Let's mark it with music. Any arm you want. Okay, so we're 6. Can we go 3 and 3? Yeah, for time. Yes. First 3. Here we go. Oh, good, Madeline. Good push-ups. Killing it. Next group, 7. All 1. Body. All 1. You ready to go? I think the music's gonna, I'll just start the music over. Okay. Left side. Here we go. We got 1 minute left. Okay. All 1. Nice body shots, really beautiful. Kind of towards your right shoulder, right foot forward. 1. That's all right.